All right, so I have another one for you. Ready? So when whether you believe in Jesus Christ or not, or being Son of God or whatever it is, he did exist at that time, right? And you gotta say, okay, so the reason he was crucified because he broke the law, right? So he broke the law somehow. So there was law somehow. There was a law there. Either it was from the Jewish side or the Roman side, either side. I mean, probably both. He broke the law, right? So he's now like the spiritual leader of a large, or his story is a very large religion. So he broke the law back then, right? And for that he was supposedly crucified. He was killed. Now, that insane, just because it's a law doesn't mean it's right. Right? Laws are meant to protect the people that are in charge. That's it. Some of them are meant to protect each other as human beings, but in theory, if you teach a kid, that they're priceless, then the other person that might be hurting is also priceless. But that's if you had a proper functioning civilization, not like a sort of exclusive. So again, there's a lot of human beings in cages right now for laws they broke. They were created by a judicial system and a government body that basically to this day doesn't really accept the let's see what the consequences should be for invading the country and then basically taking it over from the native culture that was here before, right? So those are the ones that make the rules, and those are the ones that make the laws. And so these laws, again, governing a big body of people, coming from a small body of people that have decided that it's better to throw somebody into a cage than doing away with that law because it was outdated and it was done by but people but 2,000 years ago, that was 2,000 years ago. Yeah, but nothing has changed. When it comes to your judicial system and your laws and they're saying maybe you're not crucifying him, but now you're sticking him in a cage. And instead of looking at those and saying, you know what? It's better that I don't take like a part of my foot and stick it into a cage and then forget about it. Maybe it shouldn't be in that cage. Maybe the reason it was put into that cage was not to benefit the entire body, but just a small portion of it didn't want it around anymore. Just throwing something out there saying, what you ignore will come back and bite you in the ass. You know that, right? Cool. Alright, so you ever notice how science fiction is fiction until it's like not? So I said the other one. I got lucky because I got all my money early, so I got in a hotel last night and today. And you try to use it all the time to record videos. It's a better environment than being out in the cold. And worrying about the instrument, and carrying the instrument, for like, on your back or on a scooter or whatever, whatever can, get hit or fall. Dangerous place, man. Dangerous place. But you know what can make it better? You. Valuing yourselves all as priceless instead of based on a salary or net worth or how much how many stocks you have. That one day if you lose them all, you'll jump out the window. You're priceless. And the ones that force you into that domestication process where they make you and they convince you to say, everybody say, okay, what are we worth? Everybody says net worth. Okay? And what does that mean, children? How much money you have in the bank. That's what you tell your children. That's why your children become what they are. Do you understand? Now, if you told your children, let's see, honey, you're priceless. Just like every other human being and every other creation in this in this reality, in this simulation. Is. And anything, honey, anything that they try to convince you that is more valuable than you, do me a favor, honey, okay? Do me a favor. Tell them no. We are the most advanced life form in this galaxy, I guarantee you. In these bodies. But unfortunately, not anywhere else. Your bodies work a lot better than you do. You understand that, right? Your bodies work off of knowledge that they know through not learning. Your body doesn't learn how to be a body, right? Right? Your body knows how to be a body because it is connected to that thing that they all disconnected you from. Get it? So the body, through the DNA that you it's just DNA, man. We can track our family history through their own DNA and their own process of connecting to their purpose. That cell of a hand knows to be a fucking cell of a hand. Without you saying anything to it. Without you charging it to live in your body. Imagine if we, as we started charging the cells of our body to fucking live. Hey, cell of the hand, you have to earn your living. And tell being a cell of a hand, you have to go out there and try to make the best of the hand. And if not, we'll kick you off. Stupid, right? That's what your civilization is. Stupid. I mean, why do the difficult stuff and keep the difficult stuff going just so that the people on top they used to have the kings and the queens had those whatever those chairs are, the big chairs, the king queen chairs. Woo, now they just have money. Before it was like, save the queen. She said, God save the queen, the king, or the queen and the king. Why the king? I don't know. They did something a long time ago. Their family history, they saved us or some bullshit like that. But now, the wealth class is exactly the same. They're sitting on those, with the crowns, and they're sitting on those thrones. Right, the thrones. They're sitting up there, and the thrones going like, yeah, we don't need to be kings and queens anymore. We got money. Now you're like, wow, they have so much money. I wish I had money like them. Maybe one day I have money like them. as you waste lifetime after lifetime trying to be like them, never reaching it, because you know why? Because they're not you. I consider them cancer cells and you like normal cells that are trying to be pulled into the cancer side. That's straight from your creator to you. Alright, I'm gonna do the bass line of a song that I just did, so my little intro to it. It was 6 minutes, 8 minutes. Oh, 6 minutes on that. There he is. Have a nice day now. When your expansion, when your awareness expands. Awareness, when you, hey man, you had an awareness expanding experience, dude. What'd you say? When it expands, it could never contract. So when your awareness is out here now, going, holy shit, then put the blinders back on and go, ooh, just like the horseshoe. That doesn't happen. So do me a favor. Whatever is stopping you from expanding that fucking awareness, get to it really quickly, man. Get out to here and go, oh shit. How much more are we going to keep this going that isn't working for any of us except for them? And maybe a few of them. See, I'm like one of the cells of the body goes, hey man, we gotta all work together. The cancer cells like, no, split apart, man, divide, man, conquer, come on, join us, cancer. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you guys, you gotta work together. If you do that, you're gonna, the whole body will be full of cancer, it's gonna die. Have a good night. Alright, so true equality and freedom, right? What exactly does that mean? Well, right now there is no such thing as true equality, because in the caste system and everything in this existence is based on material wealth. That's not equality. Equality is removing money and everybody being equal and everybody being priceless. Right? That's the only thing that is true equality. Everything else that you try to say is equality. Well, there's equality, but there's no equality. There's no equality. There's equality within each system, each class. Equality within each class is not equality. It's not equality. It's still slavery. You know, it's still a caste system. You know? So, well, true equality and freedom. Well, freedom. That's it. Nobody really is free because we have to pay for an existence. And because we have to pay for an existence, we have to come up with money to survive. There's no freedom. Because without money, it's very hard to be free. Because, oh, well, I live in a dollar. Yeah, sure you do, man. Get out of my face, man. You know, you just want to make a video, a YouTube video, man. There's no freedom unless we're rid of the thing that's keeping us a slave, which is money. We're a slave to money. We're a slave to the wealth class. We're a slave to the whole monetary system and everything in the economy. And you know how I'm sure of that? Well, people will actually jump out of a fucking window when they lose money. You see? Jump out of a fucking window when they lose money. Okay? That in itself will tell you that we're all slaves to the Almighty Dollar. Okay? So, in a system where it's a for-profit class system that profits off of each other and that has a material wealth-based material wealth-based value. Yeah, but the material ways may value. If you don't have the wealth that you need, your value at a much lower level, of course, than he was. So true freedom, true equality and freedom. Both. When I say true, I meant true equality and true freedom, and not just true equality and freedom. Because in both cases, you believe you're equal and you're free, but you're not. So I'm saying, why continue doing something that is not what you think it is, when you can all get together and create a true equality and freedom? It's just something you'd be proud to hand down to your future generations. And maybe not the wealth class, because they're no longer in control, but everybody else, including the middle class, goes, oh, fuck it, man. I don't have to be in the middle anymore. I'm now equal. True equality and freedom. That's what it is. told you the keyboard is a lot like the drums. The you're going to say the equality and freedom. I'm sorry, the true equality and freedom movement, or you can say the true freedom and equality movement. Either way you say it, it means the same thing. Something that we don't have as a society. So, won't you think that maybe you should start working towards that as a goal instead of I don't know, making a lot of money and losing and jumping out of a window? I think that will work a little better.